Welcome to Switch It Up. We are picking up our RV at a Harvest Host in, man, we crossed the border so many times. Are we in New Hampshire now?
We are in New Hampshire now.
We're in New Hampshire. And we were able to drop it off at a Harvest Host. This is a little key tip. Harvest Hosts work great depending on who you call. And you called Mike.
I did. Called Mike. He was very helpful. He had a place for us to be able to tuck our rig out of his way and be able to go see some family.
But we coming back and we're getting ready to jump in, and it's drive day, and we remembered that you wanted to see a setup video.
Yes.
And
They had asked, several of you have asked the question, how do you set up that beast and how long does it take?
So today we're going to answer that question. We have like a 2-hour drive, but we had shot some footage from one of our last stays of our setup.
Yep.
So I guess what we'll do today is maybe we'll roll the intro, show you, because Sheila shot a bunch of stuff inside, I shot some stuff outside, and we'll share with you our setup, and then come back and kind of share some other thoughts with you. That's today's video.
Because inquiring minds want to know, how do you do that?
Yeah, and if you have other questions, leave a comment down below. But other than that,
Yeah, leave a question.
yeah, that'd
Because
be
maybe
nice
it
to
might
know.
become another video.
Never know.
You never know.
So we're rolling the intro. We got to get air in the bags and hit the road down these wonderful New Hampshire streets.
Your favorite.
Oh gosh.
A man and woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
All right, so we just pulled in. As with any move day, regardless of what rig you have, you always wonder what has moved when you go inside. And then we're doing a full setup today, like complete full setup, all the decks. So I'm gonna watch how long that takes us, just so we have a general idea of how long setup takes. So it's 2:45. Not gonna hurry, just gonna do it in normal speed. Let's see what awaits us inside, shall we? All right. All the lights on.
Who could find on through all these
Okay.
doors?
Here we go.
Touring basement couches and living room floors. On to the next town, to the next show. Cause I went and caught a dream and I can't let go. And trying to break into some
I did look at one slide out just to see if anything catastrophic happened in transit. Doesn't look like it.
sing them on my songs. You'll see what I got. I wanted to get older where the flowers hit the trees, where the lakes go to the rivers and the rivers throw a breeze. Raise a couple kids, becoming honest man. I put 100,000 miles on this man, 'cause I'm a running man. Sometimes I feel like I'm insane, expecting different fruit from the same damn thing. But the sound of this band hitting that note takes this drowning man and it makes him float.
How's the outside going? I told him we were timing ourselves. We're not in a hurry, but we're just...
I'm already done.
You haven't put the decks down.
No, I gotta do that.
We gotta do and we want to do a full setup because of the side, so I want to do the top deck. So we can see a whole setup. What's it take?
Well, that's gonna be a bit. The top deck takes a bit.
Alright, well so far we've been at it for 10 minutes. Okay.
Sometimes I feel like I'm insane, expecting different fruit from the same damn thing. But the The sound of this band hitting that note takes this drowning man and it makes him float. I wanted to get older where the flowers hit the trees, where the lakes go to the rivers and the rivers throw a breeze. Raise a couple kids,
There's your one deck going down. And look at that view. It's my favorite thing about RV life. The view can change weekly.
I'll keep on running, 'cause I love to sing you all my songs, and when you sing along, it brings on something that I thought was gone. It turns a switch back on. I wanted to get older where the flowers hit the trees, where the lakes go to the rivers and the rivers throw a breeze. Raise a couple kids, becoming honest man. I put 100,000 miles on this van, 'cause I'm a running man. I'm a running man. I'm a running man. I'm a running
Todd still have to do the up deck. He's working on that now. But as far as the inside and the outside, all set up except minus that top deck. We are set up to work. I'm gonna warm up some leftovers from yesterday for a quick lunch. But it's 3:15, 30 minutes. I think that's pretty good.
That was 10 minutes. 10-minute little time lapse. So now it's about another 15 minutes or so to set up the top deck. It's nothing atrocious by any means. It just depends on how elaborate I want to get. If I want to put the lights up, if I want to put the sunshade up. So we might just give it a shot and do the whole thing. Why not? Beautiful location on an island. We're here for a while. That'd be fun. Just like that, it's done. Took a little longer this time because we have a new sunshade. We went with a bigger one because the last one wasn't as big, so it can cover more area. So the area itself is 8 by 12 foot. So I went with a 10 by, I think 7 foot or 8 foot. No, 10 by 6. That's what I did. But it's gonna work much better because see, it can be adjusted. So depending on where the loops are, let me get them over here, see if you can see it better. Depending on where the loops are, I can adjust it with whatever the sun's gonna happen. So I can put this side down, that side up, vice versa. So pretty happy with it.
Look at those things. Those are all from trees.
Well, we're all set up at another RV spot. This is a nice little campground. It's a KOA. We're finding that some of the KOAs, generally, you can find spots.
Well, it's like because they're used to pull-throughs with Class A's with a tow behind them, and so we can fit in that same spot.
So we have done, now KOAs have their pluses and minuses, just like because they are still individually run RV spots, or I guess they maybe, I don't know how they do a partnership with KOA. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't speak as to that because I don't know.
But we are here.
Yeah,
So
we are. We're
we
here.
fit in another RV. But look at this one. This one's got, just look at it. It's got a lot of green space. We got a picnic table, a little swing. Our decks are out.
We got some really loud, weird birds.
They're like a crow or something. I'm not quite sure.
Doesn't
what
sound
they're-
like a crow.
Yeah, they are a little bit odd.
Anyway, what
But
were we telling them? What were we talking about?
We generally will get questions regarding like the upper deck because you don't see too many upper decks except in bus life.
Oh, yeah.
Generally, you don't see them in fifth wheels or Class A's because
Not yet, but
they should add this. They should put this in like an add-on, an option.
yeah. Although, when we're going places, people are like, watch out for your air conditioners. Our air conditioner is not the highest point on this rig. It's the corners of this deck. So
Yes.
that would have to take into account some of the height.
Because we are using mini split system, people ask about our air conditioners all the time, and the mini split goes out to the side, so all of them run differently in 3 different areas on the RV, and they take way less energy. Like we were in an RV park. This
Oh,
is
boy.
off tangent,
Oh, boy.
but we just had this happen. Okay, so we were in an RV park and we were hanging out, and some friends of ours, Ed and Kelly, they were camping, and they were getting intermittent like energy from their pole, right? So it tripped their, it's not watchdog, but
yeah, it was like their watch, their surge protector.
surge protector. So they ended up having to move sites. So the maintenance guy comes out and actually tells them
He didn't know they were with us.
Yeah, the reason they were having issues was because of this big RV over there, and we were messing up the power grid. I'm like, doesn't even make sense because it's still 50 amp.
Well, and we actually, when we were running what we're drawing, when we watch that on the meter, we draw less power with this rig than we did our last one.
Yeah, and we can see that through the Victron, which is interesting because we left this RV, and like you saw us at the Harvest Host, we could monitor it, and believe it or not, we left one AC on and all the vampire sucking devices. We averaged 400 watts. That was an average. And then sometimes when the refrigerator would kick on, it would bump up to 800 watts.
Yeah, if both of them were kicking on at the same time. But yes, we are consuming less
It's crazy.
energy with this rig than we did our Grand Design Momentum. However,
Yes, the deck. Are we coming back to the deck?
let's talk about the deck. Why do we even have a deck? Like,
'Cause
that's a question. Why
I know we
have
get it a
deck?
lot. We are heading west, and I want to go to a NASCAR event. I've always wanted to do something on the infield and be at an event. She doesn't really care about racing, but I do. I would like to
Wouldn't it be
experience
cool
it.
if they could let me be on the infield at a football game? No, that would be cool.
Anyway.
Travis just run right around me.
No. And then the second thing is we're going to go to the Balloon Festival, which we thought
Yes.
would be kind of cool. But the main thing is this was designed with you in mind, and that is being out in an environment where we could just be in a field or out in the desert and have everyone camping around us and have like 200 and 300 people camping out here, and we can have musicians up here.
Which we actually did at the Tampa show. We
That was a
had
test,
Ryan
yeah.
come in as a test, but we're going to do that again. We're going to do a concert night out at the United Rally in January, so we're going to
Super
test it
excited.
out, do that. But once we're west more and we get out of the trees, I think we'll, this year we're just really kind of getting used to the new rig.
Yeah.
Next year, I think we'll get more opportunity to really put it to the test of why we have some of the features we have. Because up here, there is like a box where our musicians can just plug in. And
It's called a snake,
yeah,
and we mounted it and then ran the wires through the walls to the basement, to the soundboard, so the musicians can be up here. And then some people are asking, well, why do you have the poles, and how did you do the poles? Well, the poles, we actually made pockets that they can sit into, and they can do high wind. And then we actually have these C-clamps, and they C-clamp to the railing itself so that the poles can withstand that wind. But then on top of that, if we have musicians up here, we can mount lights on them. There's many functionalities to this. I'm going to try to use a hammock. I think that would be great too. I want to try that when I go out west.
Okay. Well, and the great thing is there's many uses, and we just get to try different things out.
Yeah.
But being out west, that will be good.
Yeah. So if you're looking at, joining us for the rally we're going to host, like whenever you're watching this, could be in the future. So you can always see all of our events at GoSwitchItUp.com and see where we're going to be. Or you can download the app, and everything's on the app. It's just right there in the palm of your hand. It's much easier to navigate.
Absolutely. And the app is free. There are some features that have a monthly subscription to them, but the app as a whole and the way it works is free. So just download it, kind of take a look around, and all the information that you need is right there.
Yeah, but even the monthly, the $5, it covers the hosting, because we can't afford to be paying for all of the hosting for thousands of people.
Because there's process that, like, there's data push and pull that we get charged for. All of that all that stuff, like, that's what the tech people do. But there's a cost associated with everything you do. Nothing is like...
No.
But that's where you find our discounts. That's where you can message each other. And there's going to be some fun things coming regarding some games we're going to play together across the United States multiple times.
There's your nugget. Okay, as far as the deck goes, it's all construction. As far as it's all aluminum, all of that fun stuff too.
What's it rated for weight? Okay. How many friends could I put up here?
You're gonna love this. Okay, we technically made this deck to land a helicopter on. It was one of the stickling points.
Well, we didn't. You and Joshua at Spacecraft did.
It is rated for 7,000 pounds to be on the deck. A helicopter, a small MD-500, generally is around 2,000 to 2,500 pounds at most. So, but having a bunch of people up here, not an issue at all, which is awesome.
So I can't fit that many people up here, so we should be able to put as many people up here as I want.
Yeah, and then we have the whole bottom of it is aluminum, and we used, what you're gonna find is we used a stadium bleacher, basically is what we've used for the tread, so it kept it light. But yeah, it's
a good space.
Sheila was like, that was your idea. And I was like, yeah, I did have a couple good ones. The LED wall.
You did, like there's some good ideas there.
Functionality, it was all Sheila, but the extra, it's good.
So people think that I'm extra.
Well, yeah. Greg wouldn't let me land the helicopter on the roof at the Tampa show.
It's about insurance.
But we will be doing that when we head west. I'm just going to say, I'm throwing it out there.
Oh yeah, we got some friends that would like to give that a try, I'm sure.
All right, hopefully this was helpful from some of the questions we had regarding the setup procedure. Teardown's just opposite, right? So it's not that much difficult.
It's actually faster.
Yeah.
And that is a question that I get asked about, setup and tear down. We're actually able to set up and tear down faster than we were in our last rig. And I think it's just because of when we create, we don't have to move things as much. And when you create that, you kind of have a rhythm of what you need space to, and we just crafted it that way. So it is quick. Somebody asked if there was things that we would change. There are a couple things here and there. I'm still thinking I would like to figure out how to mount a couple more solar panels just on the railings as they lay flat. That would give us a little more solar. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty minor. It's all minor little things. Well, yeah, if we did this again, would there be a few changes? Oh, we're not doing it again. We're not doing it again. Never say never. That's a lot. Never say never. When you say never, God laughs. I know. Yeah, he's laughing pretty good right now for us even being in this thing. All right, thanks for tuning in today, guys. If you have any questions or comments or things that you'd like to see, like Sheila said, leave a comment and we can use it for a future video. Yeah, let us know. Until then, see you at one of our events. Wow.